Hi, everybody. Well, I'm back, and this time no weights and no Zumba necessarily. I am going to use the one piece from our Zumba though, because I noticed that the Middle Eastern music from there is really very beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and take that piece in a little bit. I do have to cue it up though. But what I do want to tell you about is today we are going to do our belly dancing. And again, sorry, I always check the time when I start talking to you. So we're going to go ahead and start that. So today I have on my hip scarves. I actually have two, one that comes to a point and one that's just straight, and I put it this way. So I'm wearing one way and one the other. So you can get as creative as you want with your hip scarves when you're putting them on. Excuse me, I happen to have on a one piece bodysuit type thing. So let's start. So in the last video, what I had you do, and I'm going to back up just a wee bit so you can see my hips. So on that one, you put your feet slightly apart, and what I had you do was bring your hip up, so your heel comes off the floor to do that. So now you're standing crooked, right? To the back with that hip, and set that heel down. When you set the heel down, you bend your left knee. You do that so that your left knee now can straighten up, to the back, and down. Remember this figure eight? My right knee is now bent. Up, to the back, and set that heel down when you do your left knee bends. That way you can have this continual motion that flows to figure eight. Okay? That's your figure eight. Now, just to practice the figure eight, your hands can be out on the side like this. So no big deal there. Okay? Don't move your top around a lot. When your bottom moves, your top does not. When your top moves, your bottom does not. That's kind of the general rule. That's for hula, Tahitian, and for belly dancing. Okay? And then I also had you do wrist circles. So your elbows are out, hands here, palms to the floor. Palms come in towards you. Like if you're gonna go me, into you, roll them over, and drop. In, roll them over, and drop. So your hands, I'm gonna try to get closer with my hands for you, are going to be doing this. In, under, over, and drop. So that's what your hand movement is doing. Once you learn your hands, and we talked about this before, and your slow hips of up, back, and drop, that's what the hips look like, back, drop, then your hands will go with it. And we had a little song that went with it on our first belly dance video. So this is what I taught you in the first belly dancing video. I also had you take your hands down towards your hips, and you could do that. Bring them back up, and you can go one hand out. So that means this elbow has to be up though. Elbow's always out, and up. Do not bring them down here. That looks really droopy. Up. It's a posture thing. Back. So my hips keep going while I'm talking to you and while I'm doing my hands. So that hand then goes out. It's the same wrist movement though. This is really good for our wrist, hip circles. I keep saying hip circles. Wrist circles. Because the wrist circles will give your wrist that exercise. If you do bring these down, put them on your hips. Let me just show you something quickly. We're going to do faster stuff today though. And park here. Take your hips and just make a big circle all around. And around. I'm going to back up so you can see my legs a little bit. So your hips, your hands are on your hips. And like I said, you just stopped going from here, hands down, around, and around. Now keep your chest up, around, and around, and stop. You're just changing weight with your legs to make this happen. Go back, around, the other way, and around. It's called grinding the coffee. You're grinding the coffee around, and around, okay? So we had on that one figure 8, and we had the hip circle going around, and I taught you your wrist circles. So continue to practice that for slow. Today, I want to go a little fast, and what we're going to do with that, again, let me back up. So I'm going to have I'm going on a diagonal to show you, and this is something you do in your spot. Your right foot is going to be flat on the floor. Just step down. I'm dancing barefoot, which is common in Middle Eastern dance. My left comes out a little bit. See how your knee's going to be slightly bent, but in front. So it's what they call in martial arts heel-toe position. So your heel from your left foot is across almost from your right big toe, if that makes sense to you. Your left knee is bent. Your right knee is going to be slightly bent. You're going to have this feeling like of a little bit of a bend, like where you can up, down, almost like a slight squat, if you want to call it that. And what's going to happen here, because that's bent, I'm going to be able to push my hip down, and now up, come down, up, come down, up, sit into it, up, sit into it, up, sit into it, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. When you're doing that down, up movement, we'll come a little closer to you. So here it's down. It's as though there's a string on it and you pull it up, then drop it. Up, drop. Up, drop. So don't twist. You're not trying to twist over and here, over and here. That's from your waist. Your top is staying pretty still here. So you're down, up, okay? When you get tired of being on that base leg, which right now is my right leg, all you're going to do to change is step on your left one, step, right leg over, that's it. So there's nothing fancy with your legs. And there's candles behind me and I'm very aware of it today. All right, you're here, 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 here. Step over, here, 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 here. Step and back, here, 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 here. Okay? So that's our faster. Now we're going to take this same movement. We can walk forward with it and we can go backwards with it. So let me show you this. So what I'm going to do is step left, step, like just a regular walking step, step forward. Bring your right leg out, forward, like you're going to walk. You know how to walk. So now your right leg is in front here and hip. Step on that right foot, step right, left, forward, hip. Step, bring the other leg forward, hip. Step, hip. Okay? It's just walking, and you all know how to walk. One foot in front of the other. Put one foot in front of the other. Remember that Christmas song? I think that was what the little elf was singing, if I remember. All right, so we're going to do step. If you want to start right, I don't care. Whatever's easiest for you. Step, like you're going to take a walk down the street. Step, other leg comes out, but go on the ball of your foot. Don't put your foot flat. This foot that's in front, you're on the ball of your foot. So bend your foot. Up, step. I'm stepping left. Right one comes out on the ball of my foot, the bendy part of my foot. Up, step, up, step, up. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Let's see if we do a side view, if that helps you. So I'm going to back up. Okay? Now I know where this is. Alright, this was my workout bench earlier. Now it's my coffee table with candles on it. Okay, there you go. Multi-purpose stuff around here. Alright, so step, like you're going to go for a walk. Other foot comes out like it's going to make another step. But when you do, go on the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot, up, step, up, step, up, step, up. Okay, I'm going to go back. To go back right now, I'm just going to turn myself around, okay? So, step, other leg comes out, up, step, up, step, up. So it's like walking. You know how to walk. Your one foot comes out, then your next foot comes forward, then your next foot comes forward, right? It's the same thing, but when that foot comes forward, you don't put your foot flat like you would when you walk. It goes on the ball of your foot, which is the rounded, the bendy part. I always call it the bendy part. You only have one bendy part. You know, your ball, like, you know, up, step. Now you do this in place. Up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step, go forward, step, go forward, step, go forward. Now how do we go back? Let me show you. Step back, up, step back. Leave that one foot forward, up. After you do boom, step back, one that's forward, boom. Step back, leg that's forward, boom. Okay? Learn how to do it in place, one leg at a time first. Just up, 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 and change. Up, 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 step together, up, step, up, step, up, up, walk forward, up, step, up, step. Look what I'm doing with my hands, going back to what I taught you in the first video. Up, 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 up. Okay? When you do these, they have to be super, let me come a little closer, they have to be super controlled. So that when you're going up, 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 this is one speed, this is another speed, which is why oftentimes people will get a little confused, and that's normal. You're very normal. Please don't think you're not. You are normal if you're going like this, 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 because you are trying to do the same rhythm as here. There's two different things going on. Up here is slow, and bottom part is faster. Okay? Okay. All right. So we want to have some music with this because it's too quiet in here. So let me go off to this. I'm going off to the side. I'm not leaving you. You'll hear me. I'll still talk to you. So while I'm doing this and queuing up, oh, by the way, just so everybody is aware, it is Zumba. It's still at 61, number 61. I found that this is very versatile, and I really, really like it. So it's either going to be 7 or 8. Let me figure out. We'll put it on and see what we got. Okay, it's number 7 or 8 on this CD. So I will cue it for you. I'm still here. Okay. Doesn't that look like what the Muppets used to do? They pop out on the side like that. I'm still here. Come on. When you're trying to cue something, it feels like it takes forever. It really doesn't. There we go. Okay, you ready? We're going to just go with 7. Both of them should be good. up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step. Right now you don't even have to use your hands if you're practicing. Up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step. Come towards me, up, step, up. Don't take a big step. Up, step, up, step, up, step, up, step. Up, step, up, step. Now just go to an angle, step, up, 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 down, up. Whoop. Almost like you're going to sit down, but just timing. Change. Back in your spot, step. Now don't worry about your hands for a while. If you want to just put them out to the side, fine, relax those hands though. Step, up, step, up. Little steps. Going backwards. Step, up, step, up, 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 up. Notice what I'm doing with my hands. I'm changing it just a little. You don't always have to do this. Okay? And one up, one down. Up, down, up, down. Fine. Step and up. I just kind of jump around. It, makes it look better. Step, up, step, up. Play with it. Step, up. Step back, up, step back, up. Now in your spot, one arm up if you want, one arm down. Just pose. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Don't you look pretty? Change. Say yes. You know you do. Up, down, up. The jingles make it happen. Up, step, up, step, up. Little ones just bounce. So again, go through your slow here. There's more you can add there and here. That's your slow. So with the slow, you have to drag it out. The fast has to sound more folksy, more happy. There are songs, if you ever hear Ya Habibi. Ya Habibi is my darling. Ya Habibi, my darling. Okay? Now, like in the Samoan culture, there's a yell, like when they're dancing, And then you'll hear other cultures go, yip, yip, or brrr, brrr, okay? In Middle Eastern culture, because you've heard me do it on the Zumba, I know before. So it's like you're la 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 la, but it can't be la 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 la. Don't move your mouth that much. Your tongue moves back and forth. Okay, so that's, so if you ever hear that, it's like, yay, you know, we're having a party, it's fun, right? So you don't want to be all, okay, it should never have that feeling. It's got to have a light feeling. So when you're coming up, step, almost a little hop to it. And the more folks see the song, the more you can put that little bounce in there. But to get started, then they're gonna know, not gonna be a bounce. Nay. So what you're gonna have is up, step forward. So the one that I hit up with is the one I'm now gonna step on because I'm gonna weight on that leg. Step, right? When the back comes out, up, that one's forward, step on it. Because you were on the ball of the foot, right? Then you would just step down. Does that make sense? So step, the one in the back, up, here. Okay? So that's how the faster works. All the hip movement is pretty much the same as far as the up, step, up, step, up, step, up. Whether you go forward or you go backwards, or whether you do it in your spot, or whether you just do one of them, okay, like that. This is always the same, up, down, up, down, up, down. Your hip should always go like it's going towards the ceiling. Like if the puppet master has a string on your hip and pulls you up and then lets you go. Pulls you up and then lets you go. So he's not pulling you across, right? Your puppet master wouldn't be pulling you across. And I know that's a crazy analogy, but it makes sense because most people know about a puppet, you know, on the strings. It's like if there's a string to your hip and it just goes straight up and drop, okay? So think about it that way because you don't want to start twisting because you can't do that when you walk or you'd have this weird twist, and you're not trying to do that. Everything stays forward in a forward line like this, okay? And then the forward line coming back. So you're not going to be twisting over. Okay? And it doesn't matter how you're moving. Your body, your top half will remain still because you are just doing this portion right at the moment. Okay? Is there stuff to do up here later? Of course there always is. But right now, you don't want that. And you know what? I like to kind of separate it because if you're doing like everything all at once, it's like, okay, fine. But let's take a look at what we're doing. So we want to make sure it's up and step. And my legs, if you notice, are not super far apart. So you don't want to get this wide stance like you do when we're squatting or when, like I was teaching the lifting of the weights and all that. Your legs are not far apart because you don't want it to look weird, you know, like anything like that. Oh, look, I'm doing it. No, you're not. Your legs are too far apart. Bring your legs in. They don't have to be like super tight, like your knees are locked together, you know, like that. But your width is your body width. Because you know how to stand. If you were standing normally, how would you stand? It's the same idea. You're just going to line yourself up nice, in a nice position. Okay? You don't have to be stiff on top, but you don't move the top. All right. Let's take this and add one more piece to it. You have up, step to review, up, step to the side, up. You're just still. You're not going anywhere. Got you right here. Step and other side. And just kind of jump over there a little bit. You don't have to take a big jump. Okay. Up. And then we talked about going forward. Up, step forward, up, step forward. The one that went up steps forward. Now the one that's in the back, step back, go up. Again, the one that went up, step back, go up. Take that same one, back, up, back, up, back, Now we can also take this and do a little circle where we are in our spot. You don't even have to travel. Your base foot is going to pivot. So remember, your base foot's just going to kind of slide around. You're going to have to lift your heel a little, obviously, because you're not going to just slide like a robot. So you're back in this position like you were when you were here, 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 right? Remember I talked about that back leg. It can't be super stiff. There's going to be a slight bend in that knee. There's not a slight bend in that knee. You're not going to be able to raise this up. All right? That's why I know your leg is going to get tired, because you're using that back base leg to go up and down, right? Like a pump, boop, boop, boop. So I get it. So don't think I don't know. I do know. All right. So I've got this leg out. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it up, but then I'm going to move my foot slightly that way. I'm going to go around in a circle. You're going to go this way. Don't unwind yourself. You're not going this way. You're going across this way in a circle. Okay? I like to show that because people start to do it and then I see people going the opposite way. And where are you going? Go across your body, around. Okay? So, let's try that. I'm going to show you. You're going to pick up your front foot to move. So, just relax. Up. All right, now that one that just went up, move it that way. Just a little bit over. When you go up, you're going to slide that heel. Up. Move your foot. Up. Every time you move up, let that heel go. That when you're standing. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Okay? When you want to go the other way, what do? Step change. Okay? So the one that is doing this is the one that's moving. Moving. Okay? Every time you go up, let that heel, or your base foot, the one that you're standing on, let that scoop up. But don't start going like this. Okay? You're not doing ballet. Do not raise yourself up. The heel, that foot that you're standing on, this heel is sliding, sliding, and sliding around, okay? So it's got to come off the floor to slide a slight bit. Don't pick your way up though. You're not trying to do ballet, okay? So be careful of that. All right, here we go again. This is here. As soon as I go up, I'm going to kind of scoop the other foot. Now, it doesn't come out of its spot. It's still like if it's screwed into the floor, but you're turning on it. Okay? Up, down. Now, I didn't move that leg, so see what I got now? No, you don't want that. You don't want to be like, hey, aren't I cute? Okay. No Popeye, please. All right. All right, so up. Let's do it again. Up. Move your leg. Up. Move that front leg over. Up. 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 Move it. Up. Move it. Okay. Remember, the back foot's got to scoot. You'll find out, because if you don't slide along with it, you're going to be twisting this knee. You don't want to twist your knee, and you don't want to twist or hurt your leg. So the one that's on the base leg is just turning, 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 turning. As you go, every time you go up, it gives it that incentive to go around. Okay? Other way. All right. And it goes around. You all know how to do it, because you all, as kids, some point in your life, you went, wee, right? Wee. I know you did. So if you're doing a spin like that, didn't you move your feet a little bit? Like you didn't keep your feet absolutely still and go wee, because where were you going to go? So that's why I said the bottom one has to slide a little. So hopefully that's a good explanation for you to be able to tell exactly what's happening. Let's put it all together, and you can do hand positions like this, hands out. Just don't have them stiff. If your hands are out like this, then let them look relaxed. Don't be like this, like, stop in the name of... Okay, just out and relaxed, all right? And if you learn how to do this well, and you want to start to put it with it, then go ahead, because then your hands have another movement to do. Even if you're going up here, you can still keep your hands going, okay? So there's different ways to do that. Now, if this is not working for you right now, I get it. It's okay. Just here, 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 here. You know, make yourself look like if you're posing for a picture. How would you pose for a picture? You know, especially in this type of dancing, right? So, do you want to hold your hair up a little on the back? Like right now, it is so hot out here. So if you put your hand behind your head, hold your hair, one hand down because you want to look cute. Go ahead. All right. So there's different things to do. I'll try to throw that all in, and we'll go back over this. So, and we'll go for it. All right. If your hair, I'll back up a little bit. If your hair is short, it's all right. I've had girls, well, I can't hold my hair up like you can because I don't have long hair like you. Well, okay, that's fine. You can still put your hand behind your head, you know, and kind of just in a cute way, you know, kind of here, and the other one's still down. All right, you can still be cute, in other words. You don't have to have super long hair. Although I noticed with hula, Tahitian, and belly dance, yeah, I've left my hair grow like forever, and it's long, and yeah. Because for the business that I do, it fits in, okay? But if this is not a full-time business for you, or even a part-time business for you, and you're not performing out, you don't need to necessarily have your hair the way you want it, basically. You want your hair up to your shoulders, do it. If you want it short, do it. I mean, it's whatever you like. But I'm just telling you, for this, most people do expect it. So I've just let it grow. And fortunately, even though I'm 60, my hair has not turned to gray or silver. I mean, this is its natural color, praise God. And I don't do anything to it. And when I go to the beauty salon, they go, oh my gosh, your hair is virgin hair. I'm like, what does that mean? Well, because I don't do anything to it except to, you know, get it trimmed, washed, styled a little bit, and call it a day. So it's just me. I don't want all those colors in there because I'm a little afraid to do that. I want to dry my hair out. So anyway, that's what's going on, and so I'm blessed, and my hair is nice and long, and yippee skippy me. Now, if your hair is shorter, there's nothing wrong with that. So please, let's not get into that issue, because I've had students, girls, come to me and go, but my hair is too short. I don't look as nice as you. Hey, can you dance? If you can dance, that's what matters. Worry about this some other time. No, we ain't worry about that. I'm just saying that. I'm putting that out there because I've had these things happen over the course of all the years I've taught. So you're beautiful. Whether your hair is short, long, or in between, please do not get stuck on that. Okay? If you don't have any makeup on and you're practicing, it doesn't matter. You're still beautiful. Please do not start, you know, with all that. I got a message the other day because I had a different color on and a different eye makeup on, and I know that, yeah, well, we'll just say it, yellow is not always my color. But I wanted a happy, bright color, and I did my yellow, and it probably wasn't the bestest ever color on me. But, you know, I wanted to have a bright, happy color because it wasn't bright and happy outside. Did I change it later in the day? Yeah, I changed it off. But, you know, so do what you need to do. Look as pretty as you can because you know you're one of God's children and you know you're pretty. So leave it at that. All right, let's go wind this up again. We were on number 7. Yes, on Zumba CD 61. I like it. It seems to work well with what we're doing, so we're going to go with it. It is track 7. It is on CD 61. If you are a Zen member like I am, or you do Zumba and you happen to see it, that's what it is. They always have a little Middle Eastern music now involved with the Zumba because it's a worldwide thing, right? And it's so nice. So let's go with it. All right, here we go, guys. As promised. Or maybe not. There we go. Didn't want to come on right away. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Picture pose. Up, down, up, down, up, down. up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and change. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Hit, hit, hit. Face me. Step and hit. Hit. Hit your hip up. Hit. 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 Step and hit. Step and hit. Enjoy. Come forward again. Step and hit. Step. 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 After you get that hip, step on that foot. Up, turn, turn. Slight tiny turn. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Other way. Up, 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 up. Move that foot over to some front of you. In your spot. Step. Step and up. Up. Step. Up. Step. Up and step it down. Up. Put it back. Up. Put it back. Up. Put it back. Up. Put it back. Now we are going to bounce it a little forward. Cross over a little, back, bounce, 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 bounce. Just makes it all fancier, otherwise it's just up. Go around one more time. Up, 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 up. Change. Up, 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 up. Up, up, step, step, up. All my hands are out of the way now. You can see what I'm doing? Other way. The third time through. As they're doing this. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one. That's more of a balance with your hip. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Yay, you did it. Nice. All right. So that other one is just a bouncy across for 39 minutes. So I'm going to cut it off pretty soon. But what we've got is, I'm in the same position. This is still in front. Okay, now let's go back. All right. This leg is bent. Bounce, bounce. Pick it up like it's a windshield wiper. Bring it forward. Bounce, bounce. Windshield wiper back. Bounce, 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 over bounce, 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 bounce. So I'm still on twisting way over. So don't go way over here, way over here, way over here. No, 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 no. It's just back, back, boom, boom. It's just a slight over this way. Like a windshield wiper. Choo, 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 choo. That's all it is. So if you want to play with that, go ahead. But at first, let's get the basics down. Eventually, you'll put a whole routine together with slow, moving into fast. We'll find something on Zumba because everything else I put up, YouTube likes to take it down. Fortunately, the other one, the other belly dancing, they did not, praise God. But I think they said they banned it in some places. I don't know, whatever. But Zumba is Zumba, and they put those types of songs on there. So I'm going to pull those songs out of my Zumba CDs so that you will then be able to do it. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of beautiful ones on there. So if I find more, we're going to certainly use them, and I'm sure I will. So I'm going to go through my CDs today and go through those for you. And that's a good cardio workout for you. And it's not like where you're going to die. So dance is wonderful and you're not dying because you're sweating, you're doing cardio, you're using muscles in your hips, in your lower back, and certainly in your thighs and your legs that you've not used. So especially when you're doing these movements and switching here, where you're going to feel it is alongside this portion of your body right here. So do it. This one's about 30 some minutes long, or maybe 40 by now. So do it for no longer than about 30 minutes. If you're throwing the weights in with it, then maybe that's a weight day and belly dancing day. Maybe the next day is Zumba day. Then you go again. Weights and Zumba the next day, and then belly dance the next day. The point is you can switch off, which is why I have a variety of these on here. And yes, I do teach it. And yes, if anybody wants lessons, hit me up, let me know. I am known to do Zoom lessons, but those I will charge you for. This, of course, is free. And I knew that was going to happen because people are like, well, why should I pay her? I can get it for free. Doing it in person is always the best. Please, if you choose to do it in person, please be careful who you go to. All right? I've gone just to check places out myself to act like I didn't know much about what was going on. And it was weird. So please, it's not pop, lock, drop day. Okay, that's a whole nother thing I have issue with. And I know the girls do it. I understand that. I know they pop their chest up. I know they go all around. And I get it. I know. That is your style. And if you're doing that, hey, more power to you. But what I'm going to do is keep the original style. Old school Middle Eastern style. Because it's not done very much anymore. Number one. Number two, it takes away from the folk art of the Middle Eastern people and their culture. So, and their folk, because they have like a little folksy style too, where they kind of have that little bounce in there. And everybody's joyful and dancing, which is what it is. Dance is supposed to be the joy of life. So you're, enjoying yourself. So I don't want to turn it into this pop, lock, drop. Let's put hip hop in with it. Let's put hula in with it. Let's put Tahitian with it. I have no idea why. Okay, now once in a while I will cheat. When I get tired, I'm going to be honest. And I will put my Tahitian afata in there. When I'm doing this and I get really like, oh my gosh, this is a 5-minute long drum solo. And I'm, finding things to do back and forth. And that's fine. And then I get tired and I'll put like that in there. Or I might do that for a short while, but not for long. Because truly, that's not Middle Eastern. So let's be respectful of people's cultures. If you're going to do this, please. It's just like hula and Tahitian. I want to be respectful when I dance. This is why I don't look like a burlesque queen when I go anywhere to dance. Okay? This is my workout wear for here. Yes, there's a belly dancing costume. But then again, we're not going to be slit way up the yin-yang and one little piece of fabric here. And, maybe you'll see something. Maybe you won't. No, I don't know. That's not right. And if I'm going to honor someone's culture, let's do this right, please. If you're going to follow me, let's do this. If you don't like that and you want to go burlesque, then go somewhere else, because that's not me, okay? So, and that's fine, you know, but that's why I say, when you're going to find a teacher, find one that's in your area that dances clean and old style. Do not have that. If you see them getting on the floors up and down like a snake, and, you know, rolling their, like if they're doing other things, or, you know, their legs are wide apart and they're, you know, doing, that's not, okay? So I'm giving you those fair warnings because that stuff is out there. It's out there. Seen it, watch shows with it, and the audience normally will be sitting there talking, which is what some of the performers don't realize. But I'll go in the audience incognito to see what's being said, and I'll be like, oh, I bet she's good at, what pole is she on, yeah. So let's not do that, okay? Let's be respectful of one another. That's my big thing. I don't care what culture, what color, I don't care. Be respectful. End of my preaching. Okay, if you like my preaching, go to Little Lighthouse Ministries. Hey, that's another channel. But this one is the fun one. Let's keep it light. But I'm just being serious about that because I do want this to be, you know, in a nice way. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and upload this one. And then that way, we had 25 views on the slow one. I'm going to put it out there. We have a faster one, along with everything else. So do keep checking back. This is Saunders Studio 1. You want to keep checking back. Also, go check Little Lighthouse Ministries. I'm plugging my other channel that still has Blessed and Unstoppable on there. I'm almost done with that whole series on there. And then we have Power of a Praying Wife. I'll get that one up there. And then from there, I've got a really, it's going to be tricky. God, follow me. It's intense. All right. Anyway, I will talk to you later. So, my usual, aloha nui loa. Love you very much. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for being with me and being here. I so do appreciate it. Thumbs up if you would. Subscribe. Let people know so that they can start having fun in their workouts as well. Because it is fun. If you don't like it, you're not going to want to do it, right? All right, guys. So I will talk to you later. Let me get this uploaded for you so you can all bump da 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 da. As we go, bump, ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba. And here I'm turning it off. I'll see you guys later.